Every other thing has been going on well.
Yes, Adeko, you can go on.
All right. Good evening, everybody. And I can only say that I initially had issues with the uh, courses, which has been fixed. I was able to view my course during the week, but the other two sections, which are the soft skills and the artificial intelligence, I've really been battling with watching those videos. I don't know whether I can still go back to watch the others, and they are fine. And another thing about the videos are they are very straightforward and practical. I could do everything as you instructed in the videos. So thank you for that.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. Any other person wants to share?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Adelaja.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. I could not get the access to the materials, sir. The assessment.
Assessment. Was there any assessment given?
Or like I was saying that they said we did a lesson. I don't know which lesson is that, sir.
I'm not sure I can answer you. Adeyemi, please, can you help me?
I don't understand this question. I really don't understand this question. And Kesta, I'm still waiting for your email address. What I told you to send your email address. You are sending. You are repeating your question. I don't understand. Send the instruction is send your email address. Type it in the chat box. I'm going to see it there. Simple as that. And the last question, I really don't understand your question. I sincerely don't understand. Is you can ask again.
All right, sir. I said like she said she did a lesson one and lesson two. So I was not
Mhm.
like which lesson is that because I don't know any lesson that went on.
Oh, she was talking about the videos. I'm sure you are on the LMS already. You've gotten the invite. If I'm not mistaken. Have you?
MLS.
L you are far behind. Jesus. Have you gotten the invite to the LMS? Have you been watching the videos?
Sir, sorry, sir. It is the analysis close.
Yes, sir. This is the analysis plan.
All right, and I don't send any email. The only email I received last from Dev Africa was October 6th, and that was about the onboarding.
So what have you been doing? Did you join your body? Did you join the onboarding, sir? Did you?
Yes, I did, sir.
And you don't know about the LMS. You don't know about the videos, the recorded videos. You don't know about anything about that.
I don't know anything about recorded video, sir.
I'm not sure you joined the LMS. I'm not sure. So and I'm not sure you joined the data analysis onboarding, like track onboarding. Because if you did, I'm sure you will know about all these things, the videos, your classes and all that. But since you don't know about the lessons and all, I'm not sure you do. Okay. Just send your mail. Send your mail. Type it in the chat box. Send it. I'm going to invite you to the LMS. So the LMS is the student
All right, sir.
learning
I'll send to you
management
already.
system. Okay. Okay. That's us. Okay. So on the LMS, you see your
Thank you, sir.
videos, you will find videos, you recorded videos and other things. So thank you, sir. Please let's discuss. I think your total is having network issues. I can't hear him. So you can ask your question. Just unmute
Okay,
your
I'm
mic,
here.
please.
I'm
Okay.
here. All these people that are raised up there, I'm here. I'm very, very here. All these people
Okay.
that are raised up there, please, what I asked us to do is, I want to hear how our class for week one went. I don't want to. This time is not for us to be sorting LMS issue. If anyone has LMS issue by this time, I don't think it's anybody's fault. If you are still having LMS issue by this time, that means you didn't talk, you didn't speak out on the Slack channel. What I'm asking us is for the people that have watched the week one video, how it went. That is what I want to attend to. That's the purpose of this class. Mark, your hand is raised. What do you want to say?
All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Hope I'm audible, please. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. The classes have been going well. For lesson one, I actually completed the videos for lesson one, but the issues I noticed were it wasn't counting like I've actually watched the video. I finished the videos and then they are still showing 0 of 5, 0 of 3, something like that. Then for lesson two, I stopped at flash field. That was the last videos I got. The other videos they are not playing till the end, highest 15 seconds, and then it stops. So those are my challenges, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That is well noted. And the issue of you watching videos and it's still not counting as being watched is also something that we are looking at. So be rest assured that all this would also be permanently fixed. All right, Ruth.
Okay, in the lesson one, the first question I intend asking is explanation on the types of data. You mentioned types of data there, nominal data and all that. So I just need more clarification, like explanation. You just mentioned them, so I would like to get explanation on the different types, qualitative, quantitative, and all that.
All right, thank you very much, Ruth. So I'll start with qualitative data. Can we all hear me clearly? Let me see, how many are we on this call? I can see my old student here, Seth. I'm seeing Gift. All right. Okay, so we can look at data in two different aspects. We can look at it under qualitative and we can look at it also under quantitative. Sorry, I'm supposed to share my screen actually, but I don't. My laptop is refusing to connect to this call, so I'm using my phone currently. But let me see if I can get it up once again. Let me see if I can get it up. But while I try to do that, I'll just go on with my explanation. So qualitative data, we can also call it categorical data. These are data that can't be measured or counted. When you can't measure them or you can't count it, these are data that would be sorted, categorically. These are the types of data that you would say are audio, images, symbols, or text. For example, gender of a person, male, female. These are qualitative data. These are categorical. Qualitative also tells perception of people. These are the data that market researchers mostly would use. These are the data that would mostly be important to market researchers. This is what would allow them to understand their customers, to come up with strategies and ideas. I would also try to give other examples of qualitative data. For example, what languages do you speak? What favorite holiday destination? Things that would mostly be based on category that you categorize. These are what you would call qualitative data. Can we all still hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So under qualitative data as well, we can also my laptop is refusing to comply with me. Okay, so under qualitative data, it can also be classified into two parts. We can say, okay, let me send a link for us so that we can read it later. It explains better what qualitative and quantitative data is. So, but I'll continue. So we can also divide qualitative data into two: nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal is what we use to label variables without any order. The color of human hair can be considered nominal, as one color can be compared with another color. And examples of nominal data: color of hair, marital status, nationality, gender, eye color. Then ordinal data. This is when we have natural ordering, when a number is present in some kind of order by their position on the scale. So this is, let's say, letter grades in an exam, A, B, C, D, based on how you fall, or based on your score. Or when company asks us for feedback and they say we should rate our experience on a scale of 1 to 10, or we are ranking people in a competition. This person is first, this person is second, this person is third. These are ordinal data. These are data that we use for observation, like customer satisfaction, happiness, but they do not have any arithmetic stacks related to them. And you can also look at it that this is data that you can say in between. Like you can say, when you say satisfactory on a scale of 1 to 10, you can also have neutral. Those kind of data are what we call ordinal, and they are under qualitative. Are we all following? Okay, thank you. Then going on to quantitative data. I'm sure when we were in primary school, we all did quantitative reasoning, qualitative, all those things. and we can see that we are coming back to them, in a way, kind of. So quantitative data, these are data that can be expressed numerically. They are countable. They are also called numerical data. It will answer questions like how much, how many, how often. For example, let's say, what is the price of a phone? The RAM of your computer. What is the RAM of your computer? What is the height of a person? All these fall under quantitative data. And these are the things, we would find mostly in when we are plotting charts. In most of our charts, it is quantitative data that we use, to plot these things. And also, quantitative data can be divided into two: discrete data and continuous data. And when you say discrete, it means, something that is distinct or separate. And sorry, who is that? You have a question? Yeah. All right, you don't have a question, so I'm going to mute you. So discrete data can be, we can say, okay, what are the total number of students present in a class, cost of a cell phone, number of employees in a company, the total number of people who participated in a competition. These are examples of discrete data. These, you basically look at these as, numbers that fall under integers or whole number are called distinct, or discrete data. Then lastly, continuous data. This is the second part under quantitative data. These are the ones that fall under fractional numbers. It can also be, the height of a person, the length of an object. These are data that represent information that can be divided into smaller levels. And examples of this can be, speed of a vehicle, Wi-Fi frequency, market share price. These are numbers that would mostly not be whole numbers. You mostly find them in fractional terms. So, these are the foundations of you just knowing, the type of data you have at the moment, and how, you can work around them. So I hope I've answered your question, Ruth.
Yes.
Okay. I would also send the link that, further explains, types of data to us, so we can also, familiarize ourselves better with that. So does anyone have any other question from last week? The purpose of this class it's not for me to come and teach you, it's for you to come with your different questions from the videos you watch, what you don't understand, so that I can provide clarity, and so that when assessment comes around, we are not stuck. So that when I ask my question, you are not telling me that you don't understand.
Good evening, sir. Please, can you hear me, sir? Hello.
Good evening, I can hear you.
All right. Please, I would like to ask my question on the flash field. That's how can we use the flash field? Because when I try using the flash field, I could see that is it that we can only use it beside the column that we want to like fill? Because I try to click like probably like three cell before the column that I want to use. So it was giving me an error. So I want you to like explain how we can use the flash fill, and also concerning the find and replace. Let's assume we have want to replace numerous letters. Probably let's say I'm using a state. I want to replace Lagos with another thing. Let's say we have numerous Lagos plenty on the data, because the example you used was just one. So if let's assume want to like replace plenty of it, how are we going to do that? And also for the flash fill. So I'd like you to explain those two, sir.
Okay, so the two questions you just asked now will require me to actually show us. Let me try again. Let me try joining this call with my laptop so I can share my screen so I can show us. But I'll just answer for the find and replace, for example. It will yes. So let's say we want to find. Wait, why is this not? Okay. So for find and replace, let's say we want to find. We have a data set and we want to look for John. We do Control F find or, and we access the find and replace option there. So when you say you want to find and replace John, if you find and replace John, you have to remember that it will automatically replace every single thing that has John, that is named John, that is written as John. It will replace it automatically with whatever you are replacing with. So if there are 1,000 Johns in what you are looking for, you should know that you would automatically have a new name that you've selected. That's what you would have as your new John. Let me try to stop. Okay, my laptop is actually not joining. I don't know why. I can't join with my laptop, but I'm joining on my phone. My network is actually very bad, so I feel like that is the issue. And for the flash fill, can you still hear me? For the flash fill, Excel needs to see, you know, Excel needs to see patterns for it to for the flash fill to work. It is like it's already seeing that, okay, you're on this road. Okay, yes, I know that you're on this road. So let me just help you continue on that road. So if it does not see any pattern, the flash fill won't work. Like that is also very important. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can connect this laptop so I can show some examples. I'm not saying. Just give me a moment, guys. I'm trying to quickly turn on this laptop. I had to restart it actually, so as to get it to connect. So just give me a moment. All right, can you hear me? Can we hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. So I'll be sharing my screen as shows how that is supposed to work. All right, let me know when you can see my screen. Let me know when you can see my Just give a thumbs up when you can see my screen. So from the explanation, we need to Excel needs to see a pattern, and it would automatically do the rest for us. Like so, for example, the example we have here, it says participants and we have country. So the participant name and their location. For example, we have Anderson, UK, Tony from Canada, Sally Brook, USA, Jeremy Hill, Australia, Matthias Ward, USA, Robert, France, and David from UK. You know, so typing the first typing the first country manually, and once you start typing the second one, Excel will see that, oh, okay, seems this person is trying to bring out all these countries on the right side of column A. You also have to bear in mind that if your let's say your USA, this USA over here is not on this right side, let's say this USA is on this left side, is before our Sally broke, flash fill will not work. It won't work. So we also have to be wary of that. And okay. And also flash view starts from we can get that from 20, it was introduced in 2013. Flash view was introduced in 20. So if your Excel doesn't start from is before 2030, you will not get flash view, you will not get your flash view in your Excel. See, please let me know you can hear me because I'm not even getting any reaction from you guys. Just feels like I am talking to myself. Somebody should please unmute and explain what I've just explained.
We can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir.
I know you can hear me, but I want somebody to come and tell me
Okay,
what's
you said flash fill that we have to be wary about it when we are using it in our work. That, for instance, if the USA is before the names, that it will not work. It's as if it's what is maybe something that is within the same pattern that it works for. So that was what
exactly,
was saying, sir.
exactly. That what you just said, that pattern, like that pattern exactly is what is the most important thing. It has to understand what the pattern is. If not, it will not give you what you want. It might not even work. Even if it works and the pattern is getting, also this thing is working based on what you can see. So it will know if this is right or wrong. It will just work based on what it can see. So that is very, very important. All right. Yeah, you are following me. Thank you very much. Okay, so yes, what was your question about find and reflect again? I can't remember again. Sorry.
Um, is it for the find and replacer?
Yes.
My question was that if we want to replace, like, I think you already explained it, and I get that. Like, if you want to replace like more than one words in our data, because when I tried it, it was like it was replacing it one after the other. I think I have like three things I want to replace, so it was replacing it one after the other. So what was asking was that if you want to replace everything like once and it's going to work, like how are we going to do that? So that it should not like will not be going through the stress of replacing one after the other.
Okay. Okay. Let me share my Excel. Think I should have a data that we can quickly use. Okay. I like this my project management data. Share, stop sharing. Okay. Okay. I'm going to share my entire screen because this thing wants to stress me this night. Can we all see my screen?
No, sir, it's not yet sharing. No. Okay, it's working now.
Okay. You cannot see my screen now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So let's say this is the find and replace. Okay, so let's say we have project name, for example, and no, that project name is too okay. Okay, so let's say we want to replace financial. We want to replace financial. Let's say we want to replace it with finances. Control F. The first thing you want to do is to press is to click on your Control F on your keyboard. That is the fastest way. But if you don't want to do that, or it's just deciding not to work at that moment, you can come to your home tab, and under your editing, you see find. When you click find and select, you see the drop down. You can say, okay, find or find replace, those kind of thing. But the fastest way is your Control F. So let's say in this case now we want to replace financial. So I click on replace. So what do we want to replace? So I'm going to type what we want to replace: financial. Financial, and we can see that financial is here. Now, if I say, okay, replace with, what do I want it to replace it? I say finance. So if I click on replace, it will look for the first financial and replace it. But if I click on replace all, it will automatically replace everything. So let me click replace all. You can see that it tells me that all finished. We made 4 replacements, meaning we've replaced everything that is financial, and it's telling us that financial showed 4 times, and we've replaced that financial that showed 4 times. Do you get my question?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I said, do you get my question? Do you get what I explained? All right, Vivian, your hand has been raised.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Okay,
Good
so
evening.
I want to confirm. I asked a question last week about the different types of analysis, descriptive, diagnostic. I said that you're going to throw more light on it today.
Okay.
That was my question.
All right. I actually forgot. I will have prepared for this. Yeah, I'm trying to look at my source materials that I use for. Oh, Jesus. All right. But were you around when I explained the different types of data? Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. Did you raise your hand again? Your hand is still raised there.
Let me take it down.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I just wanted to be sure. Okay. So the short answer to so we have four types of data. We have four types of analysis. Let me put it that way. So we have descriptive analysis, we have diagnostics, we have predictive, and we have prescriptive. I'll try and answer everything as much as I can. So descriptive, like the way the like the way the name says, descriptive. It is we basically describing or we trying to explain, what has happened in the past.
Mm.
So, and I believe businesses use a lot of they use this analysis a lot. Why do I say that? Is because in a lot in quite a number of analyses I've done, one of the major point of reference we always look at is, okay, what has happened in the past? Like, for example, so sorry for this, but I like to use, my work experience, some practical work experience to explain some certain things. So there was one time I was working, for where we sell for an organization where we sell concert tickets. When I mean concert ticket, that is American concerts, like all these. Let's say Davido is doing concerts in the US, or let me use the normal American artist. Let's say Chris Brown is going on tour, for example, and their tour can contain about 40 different events across the year. So let's say from January all the way to December, they are going to have 40 different shows. So all those 40 different shows is what makes up a tour. So let's say I'm in charge of Chris Brown and I want to sell Chris Brown's tickets. So, but before I can start selling Chris Brown tickets, I need to know how much I'm going to price the ticket at. You know, the first point of reference that I would have or that I would go to would be historical data. That is what has happened in the past, that relates to Chris Brown. So we also have to remember that, let's say the ticket I'm selling, for example, one of the events is happening in, let's say Chris Brown is even from Nigeria and he wants to do his tour in Nigeria. So let's say his first 5 events is going to happen in the Southwest. So let's say he has selected Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Ondo, Oyo for those different locations. So I'll look at, okay, what happened in Ondo last year? How the customer respond to we selling a ticket for 10,000? Did customers did they decide to buy more? These are analysis that we do, that these are things that tells us, we kind of know what has happened, last year. Then we can also look at it in a way that it is an analysis that help business to understand, how they are performing. So how am I performing today? It's also like you, human being. When you want to look at your growth over the years, you look at, okay, this year, what did I do compared to last year? That is basically what descriptive analysis is. It helps you put things in context. So let me look at this example that I'm looking at here. So for instance, let's say there's an unusual high number of people that are admitted to an emergency room in a short time period. Descriptive analysis will tell you that this is happening, and it will also provide real-time corresponding data on why it is happening. It will tell you that based on what has happened previously. So this is the things that let us know, okay, these are patterns. It uncovers relationship. It lets you know, okay, what is this happening because of past outcomes? Is this happening because it has happened before? Is this the way it should always go? So that is descriptive for you. Then diagnostic analysis. This one takes descriptive, it now takes it further and provides, deeper analysis to answer the question, why did this happen? Diagnosis analysis is referred to as root cause when you are saying you want to find the root cause analysis, that is diagnostics. Then the last two we have predictive and we have prescriptive. So this one now, this predictive, it also ties into what I've previously explained with the descriptive analysis. This one, it takes historical data and it feeds it into machine learning models, that will now predict, okay, well, this is what can happen. Okay, this is what can happen. So let me continue with my Chris Brown tour example. So let's say, so the past 5 years, Chris Brown has been selling his ticket for, it started from 5,000. So let's say in 2021, he was selling for 5,000. In 2022, he was selling for 20,000. In 2023, he was selling for 30,000. 2024, 40,000. 2025, now he's selling for 50,000. Remember, this is just, I'm giving a simple example, but it can be more complex than this. When we look at this on a predictive level, we can for certainty predict that next year Chris Brown will sell his ticket for 60,000. Why? What is the basis of our confirmation, or what is the basis of we confirming that yes, oh, Chris Brown is going to sell his ticket for 60,000? It is predictive analysis. We are predicting that, okay, this is what is going to happen next year based on what has happened historically. I don't know if you guys understand that. Please give me a thumbs up if you
Yes.
if you understand that. All right. So,
Yes.
all right. So it's like I want to use Nigeria as an example. For example, it's like during Christmas. I feel like Christmas is a constant. Christmas is a constant. You can say, maybe when it is raining, I will use our maybe when it is raining, we can predict that NEPA will take this lights. Why can we predict that? We are able to predict that because historically, anytime it wants to rain, they would take the light away. That is an example of, that is your analysis is based on what you predicted based on historical. Then lastly, restrictive. This one now. So let me just say, okay, now that you have an idea of what will likely happen in the future, what will you now do? So you know that NEPA will take light when it wants to rain. So what will you do? What are the steps you want to take? So this is where prescriptive, comes in. It tells you the different course of action you can take. And remember that all these things, it is also data that would answer this question. The data that is telling you that, oh, they are going to take light, is also that same data that would tell you that, okay, these are the things you can do that would, help you mitigate the risks of NEPA taking light. You know. So have I answered that? I would also send a link that fully explains that, if what I've explained doesn't fully you know explain what you want, I would also send some links that we can read that I believe would ground us better. But the thing is, once we start working with data, once we begin hands on, you begin to see the different patterns of all these things. So thank you. If you are raising your hand, please go on with your question. Please go
Okay.
on with your question.
So the unit that talks about hiding and unhiding columns and rows. So I noticed that the shortcuts for hiding column worked, but the one to unhide it, the shortcut did not work. So I even did some findings about it, but I found out that that same challenge many people are having. So I don't know if there
Okay.
is any shortcut that work, because I even went to Microsoft's website. The shortcut I saw there too didn't work. So I don't know whether there is an updated one or something like that.
No, there's no updated one.
So is there no shortcut to unhide column that
Which
can work?
which
That is
which
control.
so to hide, for example, should be control 9.
The one I to unhide row is control 9. But control
Yeah.
but when I did it though to unhide it, when I did control 9 it did not work, but not until I did control shift 9. So but now for the column it did not work. It was supposed to be control 0, but I did control shift 0, it did not work. Control 0 did not work. I went online, I didn't see any that worked. So
Okay. Can you share your screen? Is it possible for you to share your screen on this call?
no, I'm using phone. I'm using the phone now. I didn't log in with my laptop.
Okay. But you can also use your, what is it called now? Your right click to do that as well. I just want to be sure.
Yes, yes. I
Okay.
use that. It works.
Okay, let me share my screen again. I think I'm sharing it. Am I sharing screen? I'm not sharing screen. Come on. Network has shown me through the this. Well, what is this thing now? Let me even ask. Does anybody know the answer to this question? Because I just realized now that to hide, yes, but to unhide. Has anybody used unhide a column?
I have, or I have done that, but it's very, how do I say, it's very tricky. It's very tricky. It works, but it
Yes.
takes time. It
Any
works,
other
but it
person?
takes time.
Why me I don't even use it most times is because my laptop is a Mac. So all those control is very is very it's why I will get it to work sometimes. Let me share my screen so that we are on the same page. This thing Sha wants me to share my entire screen. Yeah. Let me know when can see. Let me know when you can see my screen. Hello, can we see you?
Yes,
not
but we
seeing it.
can't. I can't see can't see your screen.
Just now. Who do me this one to do like this? Okay, showing that presentation is starting. Okay, what? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, yes, it's back. It's here now. You can see, right? Okay, yes. My network is honestly bad this night, so it's I guess that's why. So to hide, to hide these columns now. Let's say I want to hide column C and column D. So I'll click on my control 0. So control 0 hid those columns. You can see that we currently have A, B, and C and D now is missing. We don't have them anymore. So if I want to unhide it, I think I should press Control Shift 0. Doesn't work. Control Shift 0 doesn't work. Hold on. Control 0. Now Control 0 works. But when I click on Control Shift 0, it unhides it. But one thing I've noticed is that when you hide the columns, like for example, what I've done here, when I hide it, Control 0, if I should click elsewhere, like if I should click outside of this, you can see this line over here, this line on this screen, meaning like it is still selected on those both cells. But once I should click outside, it becomes very tricky to get Excel to unhide that control, that column C and D. It becomes very, very, very tricky for Excel to do that. So most times, what I would recommend is you just use your right click button to unhide. You can see this is what I have on my laptop. This is my shift. So this is my control shift 0. But now that I've clicked outside that, when I click on my control shift 0, it does not unhide for me. Let me see if I can. Let me try this. Okay. When you select the cell, it should unhide for you to control shift 0. So maybe when you try control shift 0, it should work. It should definitely work. Select the whole cell that you've hidden. Like select it from the column on top. Select it from, so let's say in my example now, we hid column C and D. Select all the way from column A all the way to column E and click on your control shift 0. It should unhide and work. Jesus. Or is it because I came late? Or because the class was moved? That's why we are just 40 on this call. supposed to be more than this. We are over 100. All right, no wahala. Any other question? I want to hear somebody's voice on this call. I want somebody to unmute. And I'm going to call the person. I'm going to call 2 people. Let me look at the names. Okay, so I've heard Kesta's voice. They have spoken. Okay. Samuel Falade and Onigemo Folashade. Samuel Falade and Onigemo Folashade. So they should tell us. I want to hear their voice. Let them tell us how it has been so far, and if you have any question. So ladies first. Folashade should go first.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. So tell us
Okay,
how has it been so far, and if you have any question.
it has been kind of rough because I've not been able to, I was not able to access most of the videos on time, but I was able to watch all the videos, complete all the videos on data analysis, and I'm up to date now. I'm rewatching them though, I'm practicing more. I don't think I have questions for now, apart from what others have asked. Maybe by next week I'll have more questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Folashade. All right, Samuel Falade. Samuel Falade is not here. Okay. Steve Mascot. Is Steve Mascot here? He has left the call. All right, Abdul Basit. Abdul Basit. I think I've heard Abdul Basit's voice before. I'm not sure. Abdul Basit. All the guys, where are you people running
Yeah,
to?
you've had my voice before. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well,
I
I've not
think
spoken
last,
anything this evening. That was the last time we had a call.
yes. All right. So how
Yeah,
has
good
it
evening,
been
sir.
so far? Good
So
evening.
far it has been a nice experience, and on Excel I don't really have any issues for now. Probably when we get in deep, I'll have more questions to ask. So
Okay.
the issues I'm having is just with the LMS. It's concerning the AI videos and communication skills. It's not playing at my hand. I don't know why.
Okay. 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 But does the AI video does it have a time, like is there a time attached to it for us to watch
It's
it?
it's not even showing any time. It's not showing any thumbnail. It's not showing anything. When I click on play, it just loads and loads, and that's all.
Is it the same for everybody? Or
I think
this
it's
is
the
just
same. I think it's the same for everybody. The people having
Yes.
that same problem, it's the same.
Yes, it's the same for me.
okay,
We
okay,
can't
okay.
download it. We can't do anything. So
As well.
Oh, okay. Can you download even the Excel videos, the live
we can
videos?
download that of Excel, but we can't download that of communication and AI skills. It's
Oh,
not even
okay,
coming
okay.
up at all. We can't download them.
Oh, okay, okay.
I couldn't
Sorry,
download the
yesterday
one
when
of Excel. Oh. I couldn't
yesterday when
download the
I
one of
checked,
Excel. I only
it was
watched
not
them
working.
live.
Oh, the Excel ones are downloadable. When you hold it down with your phone, when you hold it down, the download option will come up.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Even me, I don't have access to my LMS yet. You see, I'm still here to get access to it, so that is why I'm asking all these questions so that we can, work around the clock to get everything sorted. So if there are no questions for this week, so next week or this coming week or week two, okay,
Please, another thing that they need to work on is the videos. They don't, when they are concluding, some of them don't conclude well, like they cut you off while you're still talking. So I noticed that in about 3 units or thereabout. So, and I even saw that well in the communication skill lesson too. Why the
okay,
instructor
wait.
is still explaining what to say.
Okay, thank you. So who is on this call that can share their screen? I want to see this. I want to see the elements. Who can share their screen? Like you have the floor. Just share your screen. Let me see. Let me see. Who is willing to do that for us? Who is willing to do that? We should not aim. Who wants to do that? Oh, we are all shy. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Samuel. Samuel, are you muted? We can't hear you.
All right, so I'm about to go to the portal now, like the LMS portal, so that you can see how it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the portal, right? And let me play the communication skills video so you can see. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
All
I
right.
can
So
see
this
it.
is it keeps on loading and loading and loading all through till that's how the AI video also is. None of these videos listed here playing, they just keep on rolling like this till whenever. Only God knows when they will fix it. So, and I've complained, I've reached out to the people that are supposed to do this, but all they keep telling me is it has been fixed, it has been fixed. I still keep on telling them this thing has not been fixed. A lot of people are still complaining, but I just feel like maybe it's from my own end. But coming on to this live class, that means it's not just me alone. A couple of people have not even, the video has not
Mm,
even played on their side. So maybe you should
okay.
also reach out to them again. But I'll still do that tonight. Hopefully they do something to it before tomorrow or latest by tomorrow morning. So everybody can be on track and be on the same
Okay.
page.
But this, I can see that there's like a progress. There's a progress path.
No. This is well, on my own elements there is a progress, right? Because I finished both videos and it's saying 100% watch, 100% watched. But for others, I think the first day they uploaded communication skills and I watched one of the videos, that was when it's clicked that okay, I've watched this video completely. But the next day, other days, that's not been. In fact, there was a day that AI video was not even there at all. That they had to like upload it again before it would come up. So and after even uploading it, it wasn't playing at all. It just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling. Nothing is playing, nothing is showing at all.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I totally understand. And I also, I also understand how, how we all feel. It can be
A lot of
frustrating
us came.
actually.
A lot of us came with like full energy to learn and get things started for ourselves. But week upon week, days upon days, the energy is just. For me, I don't know for others, But then it's just telling maybe find your way around this thing, maybe outside of Dive Africa and
South Africa.
learn, you know.
I
So
totally get it. I totally get it.
exactly.
But we also have to be we also have to be how do I put it? We also have to look at it that the team is a very small team, and we are doing this to the last quote we had in, I think that was in January, if I'm
Okay.
between January and April. Yeah. The last course we didn't have LMS. I would come to class and I would talk for like 3 hours. I would
Oh my
teach for
God.
3 hours.
Wow.
So we had to look for a better way.
Oh,
Every cohort we tend to improve on the last cohort. And
oh,
introducing this LMS is something that was very, very necessary. And
oh,
there's also no way we can test this thing, or there's no way we can, just build something and just know what are the things that would break. If I don't know if any one of us has worked in app development, in website development, you will know that there are sometimes that you know, you would do something. There's a saying, it works on my laptop, oh, but when you push it to the web, that's when it
yeah.
doesn't work. You now
Oh,
start saying,
wow.
but it works on my laptop. So these are, some of the challenges we are facing. And also, you should also know that people working on this thing, they are volunteers, the people that are sacrificing their time. For me,
Mm,
example now, you won't see me during the week. Like I won't even have time at all to be
wow.
able to. So the only free time I have is weekend. So we are working around the clock to make sure that these things are accessible to us, and they work the way they are intended to work. So, and I also understand the frustration that and the way the ginger would be.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that would have probably signed up and maybe they've seen, oh, why is this thing like this? Why is this thing like that? They would
Mm-hmm.
have probably
Mm,
dropped off. But some
exactly.
of the things we have to also, when you're starting out like this, is you have to be resilient. You have to have a growth mindset. It's a growth mindset
Exactly.
that brought us to this LMS. If you don't have a
Mm,
growth mindset, we would have still been on our 3 hours class where I will
yeah.
talk and talk and talk. But you also
Mhm.
have to be resilient and also just bear with us. you know,
Right.
bear with us.
Mm,
This is something we are working around the clock with. And the
mhm.
thing is very, very small. So it is
Okay.
it is not a small endeavor. So please,
Right.
guys, bear with us. It is something we are working on, and I believe there's value for, at least for me, for data analysis. So I don't know about other tracks, but for data analysis, I try as much as possible, to pour out everything I know, into my classes, so that at the end of the day people can say, yes, okay, yes, I gained something. It was a valuable time. I didn't waste my time. I think this is a good foundation for me, to now go and learn more. So
Mm.
guys, please bear with us. Bear with us.
So
Adeyemi,
okay.
yeah, go on. Adeyemi, hold on. I will come back to you.
All right. So I want to ask a question, right?
All right.
Um, from the start of this data analysis, I mean, how can we use this data analysis to solve a problem? Because I've been rallying my head around this thing, right? What problem am I solving as a data analyst? What do I want to contribute to a company as I mean, after knowing all these skills, after knowing Excel, SQL, Python, and other tools, right? What is my own contribution as a data analyst? What problem am I solving to any company, you know? So that's just my questions.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So you know that when you work in an organization, and I'll use a small. I like using real life example. So my uncle has a hotel that he runs. It belongs to him, and you know I along the line I had the opportunity to see how the income, or how the flow of how money is coming in into the hotel. The different segments in the hotel. So let's say the rooms, the bar, the kitchen, and what other there I think they had other services as well that they run in the hotel. I looked at okay, I even looked at this from a financial angle. I didn't look at it from any other angle. I just looked at it from how money was coming in.
Right.
And you know, for him, it's as long as at the end of the month, the salary, the money he makes is more than the money he pays out in expenses. So, for an hotel, it's a business. You pay salary, you pay tax, you
Mm-hmm.
pay for entertainment. That is maybe your DSTV. Maybe in your bar you have TVs there, and sometimes you show sports there. Those expenses that shall comes with running a business.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the month, the income is more than the expenses. Is fine. You get.
Right.
And the truth is, there are a lot of businesses that work like this, that they run like this. While
Okay.
you can say that yes, it's a good way to run your business. Your profit is more than the money you make is more than what you spend. But is it sustainable? That is one of the questions. Businesses set up that they should they should last. They should thrive even in trying times, even when economic situations are not good, even when economic situations are doing bala blue. You know what I mean. But
Yeah.
so what you as a data analyst, what you now do for that business is that you look at it holistically. You look at it from beginning, to the end. So let's say, for example, you notice that, and this is a situation where, let's say you work as a data analyst in that hotel. You look
Mm-hmm.
at it that, okay, between Monday and Thursday, this business does not historical. You look at the finances. Oh, it seems like, they make an average of 100,000 per day for between Monday
Mm-hmm.
and Thursday. But you now see that between Friday and Sunday, they make about 300,000 on average, you know, between those days. Okay, that is something, but does it tell us, what does it tell us? Does it tell us that, okay, you now look at the expenses, you now notice that between Monday and that Saturday, we still spend the same amount of money. We still like the money you spend on those days are still the same thing.
Okay.
You now begin to question that, okay, what are the things you can do differently? Now that is also one thing. There's something data analytics do. I know it's not just in data analytics. Product guys also do it. designers they also do. They call it A/B testing, meaning you do example A, you try and see what it results to, and you also do example B and see what it results to. So that is what they call A/B testing. We can read further on A/B testing. So you look at, okay, what if between Monday and Friday we decide to cut down on some expenses that are not essential, because at the end of the day there are some things that are not essential to the business when it is not at full capacity. Let's say, for example, you notice that between Monday and Friday, the ACs in the rooms are always on, even without occupants. Like there are nobody there, but the ACs are on. You can decide that, okay, let's keep. I know that this can be like an operational kind of. This can be an operational kind of decision that they should make. But you, as a data analyst, you are the one that would give your recommendation. Does not stop at numbers alone. Your recommendation can come from anywhere. It can be, you can be the one to be telling them that maybe the way their gas usage, they should. Your own is to give your recommendation. It is now left to the business, to implement whatever you've recommended. That is why most data analysts will tell you that when they go for an interview, they will say that they want to work in a place that whatever they've recommended, is being implemented. It is not just that I'm giving the business owners or the management people, I'm giving them recommendation, and my recommendation is just being swept under the carpet. That is why when you are making your recommendation as well, it has to be easy. It has to be something that someone that is not technical can easily understand. Like they just have to look at it once and they grasp. That is where your presentation skills, that is where it comes in handy. You don't just learn how to build visual, you also have to learn how to make compelling presentation. Your presentation has to be clear, it has to be straight to the point. So you look at it, okay, these are the things I can do for you as a business. I am looking at your data. I don't think this head count of people you have, I don't think it is needed. The data analysts can literally give any recommendation as long as it is the data that is speaking to you. That is the most important thing. You don't make assumptions. You make your recommendation based on the data that is in front of you. And the truth is, we generate data every day. But let's say let's even take it away from business. Let's bring it to our individual lives. You you know that every day you sit for 8 hours. Maybe you work from home. You sit for 8 hours in a day, and in a month you calculate the number of hours you've sat down based on you sitting 8 hours in a day. There is something that is there's a trade-off for you sitting 8 hours a day without standing, without stretching, without there's a consequence for that. But as a data analyst, you can also look at it that, okay, what are the things that I can do? Why are you laughing? What are the things that I can do that would, you know, that can, okay, do I need to start tracking something? Do I need to start tracking how long I sit? Do I need to, I'm having a lifestyle change. I want to stand less. I want to sit less. I want to stand more. I want to see what will be the changes in my body. These are little observations on your body, but this is also what data analysis will do. These are the things they will do. Okay, I've been able to answer that your question, Samuel.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
All right, this is almost 9. I didn't expect to be here till this time. Roots.
Please, I want to find out if people still have access to the AI videos and the soft skill. Since we are not
Yes,
able
yes,
to.
you still have access to it. You still have access to it. Since a lot of us are still having issues, we definitely have access to it.
Okay, please, I have a question. Sorry, before you leave.
All right.
So the question is, how do I want to read this? What's my question? What's my question?
Are you asking us your question already?
Okay, yes, this one. My question is, what would you advise as regards to building in public on LinkedIn? Like, would you advise us to start building now? Is he,
Okay,
yes.
okay. I've not
So what's
preached.
your take
It's
on
because
building
I've
on
not.
public?
It's because I've not preached. I've not preached LinkedIn like this. Like I remember very well the last the last cohort, the first class. I preached LinkedIn. So they though I saw some good some good response, and that was very nice. But my advice on building publicly on LinkedIn is that is the best. It helps you to it helps you to see how far you've come. That is, when you are done. Like when you are done, not just even when you are done, like later in your career, later in future in your career. And when I mean later, this can be 1 year after, this can be 6 months after. It shows you your growth trajectory. And me, I always like to use myself as a perfect example because why? I feel like I no, I don't think I use LinkedIn to the best of my ability, but the little I used it, I got some results you know, that if I had not, I wouldn't get them. It's like sorry for the people that are not Christians. In my church today, one of the things they taught us, or the major thing, was having courage. Be courageous. If you're not courageous and you say you don't want to try something because what if you okay, when you try it, what if when you try it you succeed? You get like you can neither fail or succeed. But if you are saying you don't want to try something because you fail, when you think about it, okay, what if you succeed on it as well? So that is how I'll put the LinkedIn idea to you. Build publicly. You don't know who is watching. Honestly, you never know who is watching. The job I'm currently doing now, I got it based on the fact that I I decided to share a course I was learning. Like it was the first time I shared about it, and the recruiter reached out to me and was like, "Oh, I saw your post. I would like you to come and join us, on this show." And that was how I got into the job. So build publicly. You never know who is watching. Like I'll never advise you against not building publicly. Even the little things, say it. Oh, this is what I learned from this. Oh, this is how my course is going. This is what I am learning. This is what I'm looking forward to. These are the key takeaways from the session I had. Like just be public. I know a lot of us are probably, oh, and what if people don't comment? What if people don't like? Don't worry. That is not for you to decide. The thing is just show up. That's the most important thing. Just show up. Once you show up, leave the rest for the universe, to sort out, and you'll be amazed. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you. All right. Any other question?
Thank
Our
you,
time
sir.
limit. You're welcome. So I'll be hoping to see our LinkedIn post. When you post on LinkedIn, please tag me. I want to be part of greatness. So tag me so that me too, I say, yes, I know that person. I know that person. All right. If that if there are no other questions, I would like to bring us to the end of the class for today. I hope we've been able to gain one. Okay, my name on LinkedIn is Okiki Omikule. I have dropped it in the chat. So you can send me a connection. I would accept anyone. So if there are no other questions, that would be all. Adeyemi, do you have anything to say to us or to share?
Um, no, sir, not at all, sir. Thank you for tonight's teaching. So for the last, if you have any problem with elements, you have any encountering any problem, just get across to your course. They are going to tender it to us. If you keep sending news, you might not see. So, but once the message was will be is going to be on our priority list to get solved. So maybe you didn't get the invite and just to say this, those that sent the drop their news, I think I did like their guest star. Both of you sent the invite last week or last week, no, last week, yeah. So check your mail. You can't send it again. You already sent one. So check your mail again. The only person that didn't get the mail was Precious West, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Precious West, and I sent the invite tonight. So Kester and Adela should check their mail. You sent the mail last week. So start your inbox, your promotion, your spam, everyone. But I'm sure it's going to land in your inbox. So check. So you have to check first before complaining. Check your inbox. The sent invite you. So thank you so much. Thank you for tonight. See you in class tomorrow. Not see you in last class. Live class next week Sunday. So there will be 2 lessons we will uploaded tomorrow. So thank you so much. And for the AI and soft skills, we are still working on them. You should be able to start watching them tomorrow. So thank you so much. And God bless you.
For the link, I would send it on the Slack channel. Don't worry, I'll send it on the Slack channel after this call. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.